proceeding on schedule as well. Regarding the waterworks building, as you may have seen, the roof is in progress right now and being installed, and that roof is the final component of phase 1 rehabilitation of that project. Regarding the golf course clubhouse project, as you were notified by Mr. Valentine's memo, the golf course clubhouse is also progressing on schedule. Select demolition has been completed, floors have been stabilized, new windows have replaced the old windows, and all of the electrical wiring has been roughed in except for the kitchen area, and the HVAC system is progressing. Mr. Valentine's memo outlines a change order that is being proposed regarding the kitchen area equipment. You may recall that within our original contract, we were calling for the utilization of existing kitchen equipment that we were going to obtain from the Trinidad Community Center, which would be refurbished and installed there at the clubhouse. Mr. Valentine has had discussions with the Los Angeles County Health Inspector and a consultant regarding restaurant equipment, and upon the recommendation of the health department, we recognized that changes were going to be necessary for that kitchen area, and those changes were deliberated with our contractor, Purgatory Valley Construction, and we estimate that total cost for equipment for that kitchen area would need to be in the neighborhood of $40,187. Our contractor, PVC, has agreed to cover $25,000 of that restaurant equipment within the parameters of the original contract. But that leaves a remainder of approximately $15,000 for equipment and approximately $1,500 for additional electrical and plumbing work, for a total of $16,644.79. Mr. Valentine has been kind enough to outline this change order for you, and we have conferred with our finance director. The funds are available within our budget. Mr. Valentine's memorandum was provided there primarily for information purposes. We are hopeful that the council would allow city staff to proceed with the change order so that we don't cause any delays for the electrical subcontractor and our prospective lessee. And we respectfully recommend that we be allowed to proceed without formal approval from the city council on such a change order. Pursuant to section 2-8 of the Code of the City of Trinidad, the city manager has authority to proceed with that change order. Regarding the clubhouse, members of city staff did have a preliminary meeting with Mr. Tony Bueno and Mr. Jason Griego last Friday to review very preliminary matters, and Mr. Valentine has arranged for that prospective lessee to come before the city council at your work session next Tuesday to provide further information and details regarding their plans for the clubhouse. A quick update regarding the Allendale water tank. Please be advised that the contract for this project has been executed, and the contract and the city's notice to proceed have been issued to the successful bidder, Eisler Demolition Incorporated. That bidder will be required to obtain a contractor's license and a demolition permit from the city. The city's notice to proceed provides for a commencement date of on or before March 26th, and work is to be completed within 120 days. update regarding the Opera House as well. Members of city staff met with Steve Larson, the building's owner, yesterday. He is in town, and Mr. Larson indicates that he is in discussions to form with undisclosed investors a new limited liability company to assume ownership of the building. And Mr. Larson, it is anticipated, would be a member of that LLC. That LLC would be formed in furtherance of stabilizing and saving the Opera House, partly through use of Mr. Larson's insurance proceeds to do so. The city's most immediate interest, of course, is to compel the ownership to provide adequate shoring on the unstable exterior walls of the building, and to create a walkway so that the building is safe for pedestrians. And we are continuing to lean on Mr. Larson in order to do this. He is in communication with a contractor, and construction of the covered walkway and shoring would enable the city to remove the barriers that are now obstructing the lane of Main Street. Mr. Larson is working with a contractor on plans for shoring in a walkway, but he is still somewhat reluctant to incur such an expense since it's just a band-aid for the building, but we're going to continue to apply pressure and try and get it. Finally, at your work session last Tuesday, Police Chief Glorioso presented some bid results for some vehicles that he would like to procure for the City of Trinidad Police Department, and we were working on formulating a lease-to-own contract for such a procurement. We have obtained a copy of the government obligation contract that would be required for such a lease-to-own structure, and we've discovered that it actually requires a resolution from the City Council. Police Chief Glorioso has obtained an extension on his bid for the vehicles there, and we are submitting necessary documentation to obtain an actual final copy of that contract so that it may be presented to the City Council. And we hope to have that in time for your work session packets on Friday. And that is all I have. Any questions?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In connection with the golf course and the change orders, you said funds are available within our budget. Where are those funds going to be moved from or pulled from to provide for the change orders?
They're actually not being moved. We had budgeted so much money, and the original bid came in under budget. So actually, we do have the funds available, and part of them are coming out of the lottery, and the others are coming out of capital projects.
Okay, thank you.
Rose, can I ask you a question now?
Yes, sir.
Relative to the train project where we were going to contribute, did we find money, or did you find some money that might be available to?
Yes, did City Council agree to 20,000? Is that what?
I don't think we set a number on
Okay.
it.
Hasn't been voted upon.
I don't think we set that number. We just asked you to bring back to us a number that we could work with to give to them or to
Well,
contribute
I
to them.
thought we could handle 15 to 20,000. We could pull it out of reserve if City Council so
Put a
chooses.
figure down for us so that we can act on it at the next
Okay.
regular meeting.
Okay.
Okay? Was it dollar, but it didn't have the dollar amount? It didn't have the dollar amount. Yeah, it didn't have the dollar amount. Thank you. Committee reports, any? Unfinished business? Item 8, miscellaneous business, hotel, restaurant, liquor license, renewal, request by Dixie at 231 East Main Street. Have a motion, everything in order?
Yes.
Motion's in order.
I'd move for approval of the liquor license renewal.
Move for the approval, second by Mr. Shu. Roll call?
Becca Gonzalez?
Yes.